Hi everyone, I'm Sandie La Nae. Welcome to Psychic Creations. We have a very awesome show for you today. Also an entertainer, a producer, director, everything else. We're going to be talking about his talents and his skills in the entertainment field as well.
Thank you.
Please welcome to Psychic Creations, the awesome Dr.
Thank you, Sandy. Yeah, it's always a pleasure to be on your show. You're one of my best friends, absolutely, and I'm certainly happy to be here, absolutely.
Well, thank you. Let's talk about your movies that you have produced, directed, been in. And
Yes, things are very exciting, which has happened last year, 2019. The last two movies that I produced, except for the latest four that I've been in. We'll talk about those later. But the latest bona fide movies that the last two were Jesse James, The Lady, and that's an all-woman cast. And then we have Gunfight at the OK Corral Tribute. And both those received awards, all three of them. In other words, I pull up Best Producer, both of them are there. I pull up Best Director, both of them are there. And I pull up Best Script, and both of them are there. So I'm I got 6 credits in the industry, which is big. What's interesting, a footnote on this, on especially Jesse James, The Lady, there's only one lady that had formal training, and that was Kim Harris. The rest of the ladies had no acting experience whatsoever and no gun experience whatsoever. So they spent 2 weeks at my house, and I got them up to speed and everything, to where, if you were to watch that movie, you would not know that these ladies did not have any acting experience. They are very, very good. Well, to the point is that they were able to win me a couple of awards, and we got the Westie Award. That's a trophy, and that's a coveted award. You may want to look that up, but that's a physical trophy too. So
wow.
I am very jazzed and very happy of my cast that I have in Virginia City, and a little bit in Carson, a little bit in Reno, but for the most part, Virginia City. And I have a studio in Virginia City that we film most of our movies out of. Yeah, yeah.
Very, very nice.
Oh yeah, it's very nice. They're very exciting, and that propels me going forward too. To where now we also have a school that's run by me, and that's and you'll have personal contact with me the whole way. Whether you want to learn how to be a better actor, a better actress or actor, you want to know anything about filming, or you want to know anything about editing, the whole business, whatever it is, you just let me know. And of course, you go to my brand new web page, and it's only been out now, I think, for less than a month, and it's www.docdurden.com. So it's DOCDURDEN.com. And anything that you ever want to know about me is in there, and what I've done, and what the future holds. All right.
Very cool.
Yeah,
awesome. Doc, what other movies have you filmed?
Well, you know what I really. I enjoy them all, but what got me started, I've been in 17 movies, all right, and my first movie was in Virginia City, and what stimulated me to do that is that all the characters that are in Virginia City, every week you have all these older guys, adult guys, and young guys too. They dress up in their costumes, and some of these costumes, you get involved, they're $2,000 or $3,000. You know what I'm wearing here, and normally I would have a gun up here. You're talking $3,000 just to look this way. And there's many of those people that have that big heart that come up every week and play that fantasy thing that whatever they like. And I thought that everyone should be recognized along the way somehow, somewhere, and they don't get the credit that they need to have. So I decided to do a movie and involve as many characters as I could. So my first movie was Evil Twin, and I had 22 cast members, and they did a wonderful job. I'm new at filming, they're new at acting, everything was all new, but let me tell you, it was absolutely a wonderful experience for all of us, and I think they got at least a little bit of experience and a little bit of notoriety and a little bit of exposure, which I was hoping they would get anyway. And what was interesting about that is that now that I've said Evil Twin got Best Trailer during that, yeah, it got Best Trailer. So now that one has an award too. But you know, with that same organization, with the Best Director, Best Producer, Best Script, I got Best Trailer from Evil Twin.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
That's
that was kind of cool.
exciting.
But the idea is that it was an unselfish movie as far as I'm concerned, because I wanted to get the exposure to them, and I did, and they got recognized at least on a trailer, so it got shown. So how wonderful!
That is
Yeah,
wonderful.
wonderful. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now, when you do make a movie, do you use the same cast members, or do you try to bring in new people?
Well, I try to bring in new people, and what I enjoy and what I just absolutely love, if you have no experience whatsoever, none, then I mold you. I get you to where you need to be, and I can do that, and I do that well. I can bring the best out of you. The only criteria is that you listen to what I have to say. Well, no, let me start over again. Criteria is that you have faith in me, you listen to what I have to say, and you execute, and guess what? I'll put you on top. All right? If it fails along that, any one of those three fail, it's not going to happen. And then that's just kind of obvious, right? It's not going to happen. But number one, you have faith in me, you listen to what I have to say, and execute, guess what? You're going to be on top. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. And I just love, again, a person that doesn't have any experience at all. I just get them to where they are so happy of their progress and so happy to see themselves on film, and they don't, is that me? Yes, it is you. And, yeah, yes, it is you. And one of my favorite is Soraya Cleveland. She got Best Actress on Jesse James the Lady. She knew nothing about guns, she knew nothing about acting, and she told me. And I said, good, that's exactly where I want you. I said, for one, I'm going to dress you up, so you're going to have that wow factor. So we put my clothes on her. No, she's not my size, she's not my height, but we did a lot of pinning and everything, and she looked fantastic. So those promotional pictures, that's all my clothes. And she looked, everything in black leather, so she looked tough and mean. And she was playing Jesse James. And then with the training of acting, and that goes along with Linda Brown too. Opening scene, those two got together. I'm telling you, what a heck of an opening scene. And then Soraya was going in, who was Jesse James, and robbed the bank. It took 20 minutes to get the most important part of that scene. It took 20 minutes to get that down so she could say that right. But let me tell you, she got it, she nailed it, and we were better off for it. But if you get a chance, go ahead and pick up Jesse James, the Lady. And at the same time, also Gunfight at the OK Corral. I know that's been done 100 times, but guess what? It hasn't been done by the local people in Virginia City, and you can see how talented they are. Rick Ireland, he got Best Actor playing Ike Clanton. And just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people. There were like 50 people on the set on that movie, and it was one of my moments that I'll never forget. And of course, working with a woman, all-woman cast is an experience that I'll never forget. Also, all right, but they were absolutely the best, the best.
And you have your own Western studio in Virginia City,
In Virginia
right?
City, yeah. Yeah, well, the first movie I talked about, Evil Twin, going around a working town, logistically very, very tough. To work in a town that's alive and that they're doing business currently, because there's noise, there's diesels that are going by, there's motorcycles that are going by, and you have all this interference, outside interference, and you have to wait your moment for your moment to film, and then you have to ask other people if I can use your saloon. All right, and they're generous, and they do. But I'm on a time schedule. Doc, you got to wrap it up here. We're going to be opening here pretty soon. All right. So by the time I get the cameras in set up, the lighting done, and maybe get a rehearsal in, it's almost time to go. So we kind of rush it. I said, well, okay, I'm going to build a studio up here because I had my first studio in California. And that was 13 buildings and no problem there. So I said, no, I got to build another studio. So I did. I built one up here, and we've used that quite a bit, and it's come in handy. Sandie's been out there, and it's been wonderful. For what I do, it's been absolutely wonderful.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, now you have another interesting, I don't even know what you'd call it, like a little talk show, video talk show. It's called What's Up, Doc?
What's Up, Doc? Yeah, and that again, I'm celebrating the people that are around town. They're, whether or not they're actors. Well, we have Jim Clark. He's been acting, practically his whole life. If you ever watched a cowboy movie and you've seen a steam train, well, he's the one that got that steam train there. And he's had over 260 movies with the steam train. So he was very affluent, with his contribution in Hollywood. So he's been interviewed. I had Story County Sheriff during an election year. He was interviewed with the with things that he would like to do after his re-election and the things that he's done. So we brought all that up. It was everything was real positive on that, and he got re-elected. And we had Cactus Jack from Tombstone. All right, now that was interesting in itself. Not only did we do part 1, part 2, because he had a lot to say, is that he came back and we did part 3, part 4. Yeah, so this is a very exciting person. So you have a lot to say, and his name is Peter Scirocco, and he's current. Even today, he does his own movies. He's down there in Southern California, and I'm doing this northern end in Nevada with all my cast members, and I try to mix it up. I try to give everybody their moment, and their moment. Like for instance, Soraya. Okay, I gave her moment which she never thought about in a lifetime. All right, but I liked her look, and a good. When you're casting and you're producing a thing, there's a certain look that you're looking for, and that's the reason why people can be stopped on the street, and you're exactly who I'm looking for. You have exactly what, and that does happen, not all the time, but it does happen.
You've got a new character that you're doing, and it's all a comedy.
Yes, surprises me.
Tell our viewers
Well,
about this character. It's funny.
Yeah, well, here's the virus thing, right? It hit, and everybody's got to be separated. So now I can't bring a production company together. So we need to be separated. Okay, all right. So now I need to do something here. I could. What am I going to film? Well, I came up with this character called Dr. Knows a Lot. I did a 6.5-minute thing of a toilet paper deal, and I went to the internet and got all the information that I possibly could get of how many toilet papers, how many rolls of toilet paper we use a year, how many we use daily, and it's all broken down. So all the numbers that you see are all accurate numbers. I just played Dr. Knows a Lot, and it's a comedy, and it's I dress like a professor. It's actually Dr. Knows a Lot, PhD. He's a professor, and he's giving his rundown of why people hoard toilet paper, and do we need to hoard toilet paper? And by the time I get down to the very you need to see it, because I get down to one sheet of toilet paper, then we cut that into quarters, and then we have that to work with, and by knowing that, we don't have a shortage. So it's slapstick, it's kind of, but it's fun. And matter of fact, I went on to do a second. A Doctor Knows a Lot, and that happens to involve hamburgers and bait and switch. With the advertising, a beautiful hamburger, is that truly what you get? So I went off on that. And then I went off on another character who is a stupid sibling. This guy, this cowboy, I'm dressed exactly how that movie went off. 55 minutes of ad lib of a stupid drunk cowboy with his partner. Oh, and not his partner, it actually happened to be his brother, his older brother, who is 10 years younger than I am. So we are stupid drunk, and we're doing trick shots with guns. So when you're stupid drunk, everything is good. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. So that gives you an idea of how stupid. And I'm telling you, I hope it goes somewhere, because it's funny. It's funny. If you can't watch part 1, part 2, you need to watch part 3, because everything comes together in part 3, and it's funny.
It's funny.
It's funny.
You're a comedian. Didn't even know it.
Well, yeah, exactly. And what I've said for years, I said, no, I'm not funny. I can do funny things, but I'm not funny. Well, I guess what? It's getting funnier and funnier. So I just got Doctor Knows a Lot. Doctor Knows a Lot, Part 3. You're a moron. And the student that I have on Part 1 and Part 2 it now plays a pivotal role. I mean, it's not the same without the student. So and this went 43 minutes. So this is Part 1, Part 2 also. Awesome. Once I get into it, I can't stop.
I can understand that.
Oh, I ruined your side.
That's all right.
Now you're not gonna. Nobody's gonna know you.
Don't worry about that, Doug.
Sorry about that. Sandie La Nae, I ruined your side.
That's all right. Oh, well, let's see. Can you give our viewers your contact information?
Good. Because I have a brand new website. If you need to get in touch with me, go to, officially it's www.docdurden.com. And of course it's DOCDURDEN.com. And all that comes up, and there's like what? There's best director, best producer, best script, actor, entertainer. There's 2 more things. And then how to get my book. My book is absolutely fantastic, if I do say so myself. Why, you may ask? She wrote it.
I wrote it.
She wrote it. So that book also is available on the webpage, and it's just phenomenal. I've gotten wow. People. I didn't realize. Which you don't know people. You talk to them for 10-15 minutes, and you have an idea of who they are and whatnot. But no, this goes back to. It starts out saying. When I was born, I was very young. So does that help you any? So it's kind of interesting of how Sandie was able to write down my life story. And there's an amendment coming out, because I've done so much in the past year that we're going to have to put an amendment on there too. But yeah, go to docdurden.com. That web page comes up, and there's more stuff in there than. You can skip over anything you want. It's very easy, and also it connects you to Facebook immediately if you want to. Just hit the button, it goes to Facebook. But you can always get back, because it never leaves. It's always there. I think that's.
That it?
That it?
That
I
it?
think that's it.
Okay. Well, we need to wrap things up. How about that? Thank you, Doc, so much for being an awesome
Yes,
guest
thank you, yes.
on this show. This has been, maybe the 4th time I've had you on the show, I think?
Yeah.
So you're my favorite guest.
Thank you. And things have happened since the last time I was on too, which is good too.
Yeah, that's very, very true. Thank you so much, wonderful viewers, for watching Psychic Creations. And if you would like to be a guest on my show, you can contact me at my website, which is www.sandypsychicstones.com. Again, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next show.
Bye.